I'm sitting here at the airport in Istanbul, waiting for my flight back from the Creative Women Forum in Saudi Arabia. It's been 5 extraordinary days filled with connection, inspiration, and giving. I feel deeply grateful for the beautiful time I had there. Everything unfolded so beautifully. We came from Greece with Emilia. She's one of the very first students of the Global Academy of Coaching, who 7 years later is now a professor in Global Academy of Coaching. What a full circle moment. We laughed, we shared stories, we spoke about leadership and purpose, and honestly, we had a blast. During the forum, I connected with women from 5 continents: Europe, Asia, Africa, North America, and South America. Every single conversation reminded me of how small our world truly is when our hearts are open. I made new friends, reconnected with old ones, and felt once again the purpose and the power we have when us women, we come together with a shared intention to lead with love, courage, and authenticity. As I sit here watching planes take off into the sky, I feel an overwhelming sense of gratitude for the woman I've become, for the work I get to do, for the people I get to walk this journey with. I have massive dreams for the next 40 years of my life, dreams that make my heart race just thinking about them. And I know deep inside that I will achieve every single one. But here's the magic. I'm not in a rush. I'm profoundly happy and satisfied with where I am right now. Am I satisfied in all areas of my life? Oh, yes. Do I still want so much more? Oh, yes. Both can exist at the same time. Deep contentment and unstoppable ambition. Hello, my beautiful friend. This is Jill Duca, Master Certified Coach and Director of the Global Academy of Coaching, Leader Certification, and today we're diving into a topic that can transform every chapter of your life. Episode 26, How to Trust the Timing of Your Life. Because when you learn to trust that where you are right now is exactly where you're meant to be, life begins to unfold with grace, flow, and perfect timing. Trust makes us happier and more fulfilled. So research constantly shows that people who trust both themselves and others are significantly happier. A large meta-analysis published in Frontiers in Public Health found that individuals with high social trust report greater life satisfaction and well-being, even after accounting for income and education levels. In fact, trust actually dampens our dependence on external sources and external success. People who trust more feel fulfilled regardless of income, while those with low trust need constant external validation to feel happy. Does this ring a bell? When you and we practice trusting the timing of our lives, we're not being naive. We're aligning ourselves with what science shows, and actually we sustain our joy and peace of mind. Trusting ourselves builds autonomy and confidence. So according to research published by the Cambridge University Press, self-trust is a key ingredient of personal autonomy and self-respect. It's actually the ability to rely on our own motivations and competence, while at the same time, and this is so beautiful, we accept our own vulnerability. When we trust ourselves, we stop outsourcing our confidence. We begin to make choices from alignment rather than fear. This kind of trust becomes the quiet inner knowing that says, I've got this, even I have no clue how I'm gonna make it. It's what allows us to act with grace in uncertainty and to stay open to life's flow instead of trying to control every outcome. Self-trust strengthens resilience and authenticity. So, studies show that when people cultivate self-trust, they experience less anxiety and more resilience. As Psychology Today explains, trusting ourselves frees us from the constant vigilance of self-doubt, of course, you have experienced it, and activates the same neural reward centers that respond to connection and safety. When we trust ourselves, setbacks stop being proof that we're failing. They become proof that we're growing, we're learning, we're embracing new ways that do not work. This is how we begin to live with authenticity. Start making decisions that align with who we truly are instead of who we think we should be. Number 4 is correlation between self-trust and self-esteem. This is just huge. There was a quantitative study of 673 college students, and researchers found a positive correlation between self-esteem and interpersonal trust, meaning the more we trust ourselves, the more we're able to trust others and feel secure in relationships. This is a proof that self-trust is not selfish. Actually, it's relational. When we build self-trust, we actually strengthen our ability to trust the flow of life and the people in it. It's as if every time we keep a promise to ourselves, we're building a bridge, not only within us, but also between us and the world. I want to encourage you to start with baby steps, getting out of your comfort zone and trusting that everything is gonna happen for you. Even if you fail massively, it's okay. Trust that every single failure is working for you. This brings me to number 5. Trusting the flow frees us into alignment. So when we stop forcing and we start trusting, our brains and bodies relax into what psychologists call it the flow state. Yeah, it exists. Writers at the Amira Records explain that when we trust ourselves, there's always a way we begin to experience more flow, harmony, and joy. And neuroscience supports this. It says that trust reduces cognitive stress and releases oxytocin, the same hormone linked with bonding and being calm. Okay, so trusting the flow of life is not just poetic or woo-woo. It's purely psychological. It's literally how we move from struggle to alignment, from fear to freedom. Now, my beautiful friend, our dreams are not ours. What do I mean? Our dreams are not random desires. They are assignments from the universe, God, from whatever higher intelligence you believe in. They are the way life whispers, here is who you can become. And when you receive a dream, it's just not about you. It's part of something much greater. Our dreams are the universe's way of expanding through us, guiding us toward becoming the highest expression. So it's so important that we take them seriously. It's so important that we don't dismiss them as selfish or impossible. Trust that if a vision was planted in your heart and your head, it's because you have everything within you, or you will be guided to everything you need to make it real. My beautiful friend, I want to invite you to let go of the how. One of the biggest blocks to trust is our obsession with knowing how things will happen. This is the ego mind. But life rarely reveals a full plan. Otherwise, it would be so boring. The plan gets unfolded the moment we start taking steps towards the path we want to take. As Steve Jobs said, you can't connect the dots looking forward. You can only connect them looking backward. Your role is to take the next aligned step, not to control the map. The moment you realize and you release the need to figure everything out ahead of time, you create space for divine timing, synchronicity, and effortless flow. Trust doesn't mean doing nothing. It means taking inspired action and letting life handle the choreography. Now, I want to invite you to replace control with surrender. When we try to control every outcome, we tighten our energy and block what's meant for us. But when we surrender, when we let go, when we truly surrender, we tell life, I trust you. Science backs this up. Research from Harvard and UC Berkeley shows that people who practice psychological flexibility and acceptance experience lower stress and higher life satisfaction. Surrender is not giving up. It's choosing inner peace over inner struggle. It's learning to flow with what is rather than fighting what should be. Very, very important, my beautiful friend, to keep the promises to ourselves. Self-trust grows one promise at a time. Every time we do what we say we do, whether it's waking up early, finishing the workout, or speaking our truth, we tell our subconscious, I can count on me. This builds unshakable confidence, and research shows it's real. Studies find that 22 positive correlation between self-esteem and trust in others, which means when we trust ourselves, we trust life more. The more consistent we are with ourselves, the easier it becomes to believe that life is consistent too. Trust begins within. I want to invite you to be grateful for the not yet. The moment when things haven't worked out are often the moments when life is silently rearranging everything in our favor. Trust is a bridge between where we are now and where we're meant to be. Gratitude for the not yet keeps us in alignment. Because when we're thankful, even before the results appear, we're signaling to the universe that we're ready to receive. And the universe always likes the void. It matches our energy. So celebrate the waiting. That's where faith becomes our power. One of the key points that we discussed in the Riyadh workshop is that we do our 100% every day and we are enough, especially for women. Trusting the timing of our lives also means trusting ourselves, that we're doing the best we can with the knowledge, skills, and abilities we have right now. Every day you show up, you give what you can, you love, you learn, you lead, you grow, you fail, and that is enough. You're not behind, never. You're never late. You're never missing anything. This moment, you're exactly where you're meant to be, building the foundation for what's next, one choice at a time. Research from Stanford University on self-compassion shows that people who treat themselves with kindness and recognize their effort experience greater motivation and resilience. My beautiful friend, in other words, when you release self-judgment and honor your daily 100%, you expand faster because guilt and comparison stop draining your energy. So today, my beautiful friend, I invite you to whisper this to yourself. I do my 100% every day, and that is enough. I am enough. Trust that. Live from that. Because from that grounded self-trust, miracles unfold. Now, your next step is simple but powerful. I want to invite you to download your Make Dreams Happen postcard, a free tool that we created with my team that will get you inspired for your next chapter. It's the same tool that I use for myself and my clients. You'll find the link in the description below. Hey, let me know in the comments, what is one courageous action you're committing to after today's episode? And if this episode inspired you, please share it with a friend who needs to hear it. It means the word to me to hear what resonated with you. I read every single message, and you are the reason I do this. If you feel inspired, I'd be so grateful for a 5-star review. It helps more amazing souls discover the Global Academy of Coaching podcast. The more love we receive, the more visibility we get, and the more lives we can touch. My beautiful friend, if you've ever felt that spark inside of you, the quiet voice that says you're here to help others rise, to create change, to lead with purpose, then I have something special for you. Have you ever wondered, am I ready to become a life coach? Let's find out together. You'll find a free assessment linked in the comments on the episode. And remember, you were never meant to live a small, safe life. You were meant to reinvent, expand, and thrive. Until next time, keep thriving, my beautiful friend.